Yo, what's going on, everybody? It's Comic Books NYC. Welcome back to the channel. This is a quick impromptu live stream. Well, we'll see if it's quick. I had a pretty big haul today for New Comic Book Day over at Midtown Comics, and wanted to show the books to you guys, and also my Road to 500 subscribers. I hit 500. Thanks, everybody. Loose Change Challenge contest ends on November 1st, so I just wanted to do a quick update on the contest and remind you, if you guys still would like to enter, that you are free to do so between now and November 1st. Even if you sneak in your entry on November 1st itself, I will accept the entry. So technically, all day November 1st, you can enter. As soon as it hits November 2nd, I'm cutting off the entries. So I will do a recap of everybody who has entered so far at the end of this broadcast, but I am going to first do the New Comic Book Day haul, and let's say some hellos here to some folks in the chat. We got John's Comics for the Kids is in here first, saying let's do it. Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson, say what? He's listening to some Paula Abdul, which is incredible. John's driving home from work. Be careful. They're talking about Baltimore in here a little bit, and there was a lot of fun stuff going on over in Baltimore. It looked amazing. So hope you're resting and getting back to normal a little bit, John. Let's see. Unruly, huge haul in numbers or poundage? Both, maybe? I don't know. My backpack was pretty heavy, so getting home with the backpack was a little bit risky. I felt like I could have possibly threw my back out, but luckily I did not. What's up, JP? Good to see you, brother. Thanks for stopping in here. Sam I Am's in the house. Another good friend of mine here. Sam I Am's in the house. Thanks for stopping in, buddy. So look, we got some good people here in the chat, some good homies. So like I said, I had a pretty, I guess, larger haul than usual at Midtown Comics. I'm not the type of guy or channel to do a New Comic Book Day like haul video every single week or call out my picks or any of that kind of thing. So this is kind of a first for me, like to actually show New Comic Book Day books actually on New Comic Book Day before I've even read a single book. I literally just got home, did some bagging and boarding and separating, and now I am going live to show you guys what I picked up. So this is a first for me doing it that way. So bear with me as I am experimenting by doing this. What's up, Fish and Freaks Comics? Thanks for joining us here for the show. So I'm going to start with DC. And the first thing, oh, hey, what's up, JB's in the house? What's up, JB? Good to see you. JP's like, must be a good haul. It's good. It's pretty good. You guys will be the judge of it. So, first book here, I'm starting with the DC books. Not a ton of DC, but this is what I picked up. Starting with a reprint. So they're Dollar Comics Swamp Thing #1. So this is their version of True Believers. So this is a reprint of Swamp Thing #1. Bernie Wrightson, Len Wein. So awesome book. Cool $1 reprint. Always love getting those books for $1. What's up, Perry Comics? Good to see you, bro. Thank you for stopping in. So the next DC book, I've been reading this book, enjoying it quite a bit. Batman Curse of the White Knight, book #4, Sean Murphy. So I'm looking forward to reading this. Probably will be the first book I read from my whole haul this week. So I'm actually, because of where the last issue left off, especially, the cliffhanger kind of had me, dying for what's next. So there you go, Batman Curse of the White Knight, book #4. And I agree with that 100%. Unruly, that Wrightson was perfect for Swamp Thing. And I had to pick up the Alfred variant because Alfred's my guy. So there's the cover B. I have not been biting on these alternative covers for this series so far, but for Alfred, I had to do it. So there's the Alfred B cover for Batman Curse of the White Knight. book number 4. This next one, Detective Comics issue 1014. So this is, I suppose, the first appearance of Mrs. Freeze. I love that cover. I believe it is a Doug Mahnke cover, at least based on the signature down there and the there. So awesome cover, and apparently a key issue as well. So pretty cool. I like Mr. Freeze. And this is a little bit of a different element. So pretty cool Doug Mahnke cover right there, and a key issue from this week, first appearance of Mrs. Freeze. So speaking of Doug Mahnke, I also picked this up. This is not a new book from this week, but it's a new pickup from this week from Midtown. Another Doug Mahnke cover. So this is Joker, Year of the Villain, #1. This is the Midtown Comics exclusive Doug Mahnke cover, which is a really cool cover there of like Joker, you know, essentially taking it to Batman. And it is signed by Doug Mahnke right there, and COA on the back right there from Midtown Comics. So that is the last DC book that I picked up today in the new comic book day haul. But nice little grouping there of DC books. But most of the haul today was Marvel, and I will get into that right now. Just give me 1 sec. Got to take a sip of my Rockstar. So I'm now addicted to energy drinks. Thanks, Jeffrey. Speaking of Jeffrey, you know I had to pick this up. Another reprint. This is the Hulk, Incredible Hulk #1. Facsimile. I don't know how to. What's the proper? I say facsimile or facsimile. I don't know which one I actually say, because the only time I would ever say that word is on a live video about comic books. So there you go, Incredible Hulk #1. Yeah, what's up? Raul's in the house. He's talking about the Bloodshot trailer. Yeah, I saw it a couple days ago. Kind of had mixed feelings about it, but I thought it was overall decent. Peanut Butter 524. What is up? Peanut butter time. Facsimile. Yeah, I mean that could be right. So here we go. Incredible Hulk #1. Facsimile. I don't have the real book, so this is great for now. Now I'm going to get into a whole bunch of additional printings that I picked up. Then I'll get into completely new books. So first up, we got the J.J. Abrams, Henry Abrams Spider-Man #1. Just went into a second printing. So here's like a slightly alternate color take on the A cover, I believe, from Olivier Copiel. Probably not pronouncing that right. But this is the second printing of the J.J. Abrams, Henry Abrams Spider-Man #1. Peanut Butter loves the Hulk, and so does Jeffrey. John says the word fax comes from facsimile since it makes a cop. Oh, okay. Yeah, that actually makes a lot of sense. John's a teacher, so there you go, doing his little teaching moment in English class. Spider-Man #1, second printing. Absolute Carnage #1. This is a 5th print, guys. 5th printing for Absolute Carnage #1, and that's a Stegman. That's a Ryan Stegman cover, and it's, you know, half color, half sketch. So I like these juxtaposition style covers of sketch versus colored images, especially for these Absolute Carnage books. So this is a 5th printing already of Absolute Carnage #1, if you can believe it. We'll see if it gets into a 6th. And next we got a 3rd printing of Absolute Carnage #2. This is I believe this is a Mark Bagley cover. So this is Absolute Carnage issue #2, 3rd print, with that kind of crazy Venom with wings holding Spider-Man, kind of in the opposite direction of AF-15. I don't know if it's meant to be a homage or not, or just a coincidence. But yeah, pretty damn awesome Mark Bagley cover right there. So yeah, Unruly, he's like so many dang tie. Yeah, I haven't bought all the tie-ins, but for the main series, I'm kind of picking up every print or reprint or additional printing. Pope C's in the house. What's up, bro? Good to see you, man. Jeffrey Comic Con, I lost track of them. I'm not sure if he's talking about the tie-ins or the printings, but yeah, it's kind of hard to keep track. So here you go, Absolute Carnage number 2, 3rd print, Mark Bagley cover. Next up, we got Absolute Carnage number 3, 2nd print. That's Stegman cover. So there's a 2nd printing for issue number 3 from Stegman. I'm just digging all of these Absolute Carnage covers and printings. I'm kind of going a little bit overboard on it, but Peanut Butter's like, I need some new books. House of X. Next up, we got some additional printings for House of X and Powers of X. This is House of X issue 2, 4th print. So this is another one of those kind of mostly blank white with just the design around it, perfect for getting signatures and remarks. So this, of course, is the issue where it's revealed what the powers of Moira are and everything. So I figured this would be a cool one to get like a Moira sketch or something at some point if I can get Pepe Larraz to work on it. So, or some sort of remark. So there you go, House of X, issue number 2, 4th print. And then, of course, at the same time, they put out a 4th printing for Powers of X, issue number 2. So there's the matching 4th printing variant for Powers of X number 2. This is a 3rd print variant for House of X number 3. It features that image of Cyclops in that panel where he tells Charles that it's done. So it's kind of drawing inspiration from that panel, or maybe it's even a direct insert from that panel blown up. I'm not 100% sure. I'd have to open the issue and look at it again. But House of X number 3. This is the 3rd print variant. Then we got Powers of X number 3, this is a 3rd print as well, featuring I believe from this issue, the dialogue "Wake Up, Moira." So there you go, Powers of X number 3, 3rd printing. Then we got Powers of X number 4, 3rd printing. This is that, X to the 3,000 years in the future timeline with the phalanx and whatnot. If you remember that scene, if you read the series or you read the book, this is the 3rd printing for Powers of X number 4. Pretty cool scene right there. And then we got House of X issue number 5, that really cool Apocalypse cover, making it to a 2nd printing. This is a slightly different colored version than the original cover A by Pepe Larraz. So so it's the same, essentially the same color, same cover, different colors. 2nd printing. So House of X number 5. And then we also have Powers of X number 5 reaching a 2nd printing with using the same color, same type of approach of a recolored 2nd printing, using the cover A from R.B. Silva with Mr. Sinister on there. So there you go, Powers of X issue number 5, 2nd printing. So picked up so as you can see, between Absolute Carnage, Spider-Man, and Powers of 10, House of X, I picked up a whole bunch of additional printings this week. Also did pick up some new books, some books that actually came out this week. So Amazing Spider-Man number 32, Legacy number 833. So this is part 1 of a Spider-Man 2099 storyline within ASM. So haven't read this one, but looking forward to reading it. Pretty cool. I've just been, keeping up to date on my Spider-Man as usual. This I picked up, and I don't know a ton about it, I'll be honest. It's the Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle. and it's a very large book. I want to say it's got to be at least 64 pages or something. So this is the Amazing Spider-Man Full Circle #1, and it has, I guess, a laundry list of all-star writers that have contributed to this book. I'm not 100% sure what the book is about, but I saw all the writers, so I'm just going to list them off. Jonathan Hickman, Chris Bacalo, Jerry Duggan, Greg Smallwood, Nick Spencer, Mike Allred, Kelly Thompson, Valerio Sheedy, Al Ewing, Chris Sprouse, Chip Zdarsky, Rachel Stott, Jason Aaron, Cameron Stewart, and Mark Bagley, all involved in this issue, whatever it may be. So I am going to flip through this and see what it's all about. But Perry said it's so weird. Every book will be a new writer. Oh, okay. And then he says the end is cool, showing them all emailing each other. Oh, that's interesting. Okay. I don't know what that emoji is. Oh, the X. The X. Good call. Unruly seems that he's going to wait for the hardcovers to come out for the Hickman X stuff and Absolute Carnage. Yeah, I don't blame you because there's just a lot going on. I've really only been picking up the main series for the most part. Like I bought 1 or 2 issues of tie-ins for Absolute Carnage, but been sticking mainly to the main issues. So next up, we got another new series launching this week from Marvel, from the world of ASM. So you guys probably know what I'm talking about. The Amazing Mary Jane. So, you know, I, of course, have been following what's been going on with her character in the ASM run. So this is kind of the jumping on point for a first Mary Jane solo series. This is the cover A. So I will probably read it just so I know what's going on, if it has any sort of correlation to where ASM is going. I don't know how long this series is supposed to be running for as far as number of issues, or if it's considered an ongoing or a mini-series. If anybody else knows about that, that could be some useful information that I will pop on the screen. So please share that if you're aware in the chat. But there you go. Amazing Mary Jane, issue #1, cover A. And you know I had to get that fire art germ. I mean, I've been seeing this thing all over Instagram for weeks now in the lead up to this book coming out, and I think it delivers this variant cover. It does it for me. So I had to pick that one up. JP's like, yeah, that is fire. Yeah, I mean, the way Art Germ draws her, she's pretty damn hot. So yeah, bro. Oh, hey, what's up, Huda? He's getting off work. He's gonna watch it in a few. That's cool. Perry says, yeah, it is her first ongoing, but we'll see if it's ongoing. You know what I mean? Like, I'm a little skeptical that it will go a long time. So Unruly's like, I bought Absolute Carnage Miles Morales one strictly for the cover. Yeah, some of these tie-ins for the Absolute Carnage are very cover buys for me as well. Unruly says, no, wait, behind the chat. Sorry, guys. JP says, every issue's new writer has to end on a cliffhanger. They're sort of playing a game. Oh, okay, so that full circle thing I think he's talking about. Perry says, Marvel's been doing that a lot with their characters, starting first the ongoing series this year, like Black Cat, Doom, and Invisible. That is true. That is definitely a noticeable trend. Hope C says, Moon Girl ran 47 issues. Mary Jane should run for 150 issues. I hope so. We'll see. I don't know. I haven't read it yet. But this Art Germ cover is fire. And, thinking further down the line to, future cons and stuff like that, I had to pick up a blank cover. Amazing Mary Jane #1 blank cover. So definitely a sketch is going to be done on this particular blank cover at a Comic-Con down the line, maybe perhaps C2E2 in Chicago in February. I already booked my my stuff for that one, so I will be there. So if anybody's going to be at C2E2 February 2020, let me know. What's up, Javi? And then Popesy says, then follow series Dark, amazing. Popesy, you're hilarious, bro. Mary Jane 2099. Happy New Comic Book Day, indeed. So, yeah, had to get the blank also to pair with the Fire Art Germ and the cover A, because definitely going to get a sketch, a Mary Jane sketch, obviously, on this. I haven't really decided on an artist or anything, but it will be traveling with me on the con circuit next year. So next, I'm reading this book. I'm still reading it. I'm still into it. Maybe not as much as I was into it in the beginning, but this promises to be an interesting issue, and this Alex Ross cover is absolutely boss. I mean, just the cosmic nature of it is absolutely incredible. So I am looking forward to reading Immortal Hulk number 25, and hats off to Alex Ross on this particular gem of a cover right here. So there's some more Mary Jane riffing going on in the chat. Frank Cho, Mary Jane Red, Immortal Cosmic Mary Jane. All right, so I also got I also picked up the Midtown Comics exclusive variant for Immortal Hulk issue number 25. So pretty eerie, ominous exclusive cover here for Immortal Hulk 25. It says Death of an Immortal right here. It's the Daily Bugle, and I believe that's the Hulk hand, and it's all bloodied. So pretty sick cover, Midtown exclusive. So had to grab that one. Jeffrey approves. Let's see. Frank Show needs to pull an art germ and do nothing but hot girl covers. Pope C says Mary Jane 29. She'll be Machine Man's chick, and she'll be a robot. You guys are hilarious. All right, so moving on. Another new X title launched this week. This is cover A, Marauders number 1. Haven't read it yet. Jerry Duggan. This one looks interesting to me with Kitty Pryde and Storm and everything. So I'm looking forward to reading this one. This one probably gets read right after Curse of the White Knight gets read, or maybe right after Immortal Hulk gets read. We'll see. But pick that up. Marauders number 1. That's the A cover. Here's a variant. This is the Mark Bagley Every Mutant Ever variant. Now, a lot of these Mark Bagley Every Mutant Ever variants are starting to look the same to me, because they're all taking up almost all of the negative space on the covers with as many characters as possible, all kind of drawn in similar styles. Kind of reminds me of Mark Brooks a little bit, but it's actually Mark Bagley doing these, I believe. But I'm still picking them up, but I don't know if I'm gonna complete the set for every single number 1 or not, because they're really kind of starting to blend together for me. So, from Heroes to Icons in the house. He says parent-teacher conference. Catch you on the rewind. No worries, man. That's important. Unruly says the Ross Mortal Hulk cover should be inaugural. Dude, I am with you on that one. I am definitely with you on that one. He is putting out some stellar work on Immortal Hulk. Pope C says the 1 in 25 Marauders cover almost got him. They wanted $16, so he got Unbound number 1. Probably a good decision, man. I don't buy in on the incentive variants. I only buy in on the cover price variants for the most part. Unless Midtown Comics is having a 50% off back issue sale, 70% off back issue sale, 40% off back issue sale, and there's some incentives lying around that are part of that sale, I might dabble, because you get a significant discount. But outside of that, I'm kind of stay away from the incentive ones. But there you go. So there's Marauders number 1, Mark Bagley, Every Mutant Ever variant. Now, the Young Guns variant for this Marauders number 1, I absolutely dig. And I know Jeffrey Comic-Con's going to like this one. This is the Young Guns, Aaron Cooter, Storm variant. I think it's just rad, dude. I just really like the vibe and just that particular artistic take on Storm. So that was a must-have for me right there. That's Aaron Cooter, Marauders number 1. I picked up another Marauders number 1. The cover artist for this one escapes me, but there's knuckle tattoos, So that's all it took for me on that one. So Marauders #1. There's another variant right there. And then this is the last Marauders #1 variant I got. This is going to be the reader copy because the other ones are going to stay 9.8s. And this is going to be the reader copy. This is the Jonathan Hickman design, or I don't know. I don't even know who gets credit for this cover, but it's the design variant of Marauders #1. So this is the one I'm going to take out of the bag and board and flip through and read this particular issue with. And then lastly, on the Marvel new books, I picked up 2 Star Wars books. Star Wars Allegiance #3. This is that weekly series leading up to the release of Episode 9. Of course, the trailer dropped and tickets went on sale, so it's kind of a big week in Star Wars land. So there you go, Allegiance. And then I picked up issue 73 of the main title, Greg Pak, Phil Noto. This book is on its way to conclusion, about 7 or 8 issues behind. But I have all of them, so I'll be able to catch up by the time that thing concludes. So those were the books for this week. Now, I do have my books from last week sitting here, so I am going to show those because I haven't shown those on my channel. I picked up Doctor Doom #1 last week because I missed it from the previous week. Have not read it yet, but I hear good things about it. This is one of the few Absolute Carnage tie-ins that I've picked up. I have not read this one yet either. Absolute Carnage, The Avengers, issue #1, Clayton Crane cover. I showed these books on JP's show, but I haven't showed them on my channel, so I'm showing them again. So if you saw that show, sorry for the double up. I got this House of X #1. This is a Clover Press variant. This is by Kevin Eastman. So Kevin Eastman did this Wolverine variant for House of X #1. I think it looks pretty damn badass. Definitely has that kind of Ninja Turtles flair or whatever. So yeah, variants galore. Yeah, post like I know it's Cooter, but I was here as Cooter. I knew you would get that one, Jeffrey. Oh, so Javi's saying Avengers was a recap and it was okay. All right. Well, looks like I'm not missing out a ton by having not read it yet. But I really dig this House of X Clover Press, House of X #1 Clover Press Kevin Eastman variant. I dug it enough to pick up a signed version signed by Kevin Eastman, House of X #1, and then on the back, certificate of authenticity signed by Kevin Eastman. So really dig that one. With the Kevin Eastman signature on a badass House of X #1 Wolverine. Yeah, dude. Definitely digging the Eastman Wolverine, especially this one because it's signed. So definitely dig that one. And then I also picked up this Powers of X #4. This is the second printing. Yeah, dude. Right? So here's another later printing. This is Powers of X #4, second print from last week. Tom King's run about to, conclude on Batman. So City of Bane, this is issue number 81. I am at least 10 or 11 issues behind. So just kind of picking them up to finish the set, if you will. Cogman Andy's in the house. What's up, dude? What's up, dude? Thank you, sir. He says, awesome haul, man. History of the Marvel Universe, #4. This has been a great series. This has been awesome. Mark Waid kills it on this, and I really like these Steve McNiven A covers. This is issue 2 of the series I was just talking about, Star Wars Allegiance. I've been reading this, of course, and I think Donny Cates is jumping off after issue 12, but Guardians of the Galaxy, number 10. Issue 2 of the Spider-Man, J.J. Abrams, Henry Abrams, and Sarah Pichelli run. That was another pickup last week. Now I will show you all the different versions of X-Men 1 that I picked up. Let me go in reverse order, I guess, here. Or I guess in order. So X-Men #1, A cover from last week. X-Men #1, awesome art germ. Jean Grey, Marvel Girl. Just Art Germ is just killing it right now. And he's been going in waves for me, but right now he's back on his A game wave. Javi's saying, did they ship that signed one to you, or did you pick it up? I don't get anything shipped from Midtown Comics because even if I order it off the website, they just send it to the store for pickup, so I don't have to pay for shipping. So for that particular one, I just put it on my pole, and it was with my poles, when I picked up my books last week. Here's X-Men #1, Mark Bagley, Every Mutant Ever variant. So like I said, these are starting to kind of blend together a little bit. I really like this one from last week. X-Men #1, Marco Cicchetto, Young Guns variant. JP showed restraint on X-Men. He only got 37. I got 37 different covers. I got like 5 different covers, man. Come on. Anyway, here's the Mark Brooks X-Men #1. This is the party variant or whatever. And then this is the one I actually read, the Jonathan Hickman design variant. So those are all the. So look, I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I got 5 variants and the A cover. Okay, so I got 6 copies. All right, you caught me, guys. And then I got Absolute Carnage #4 last week. The A cover. This is probably my favorite Stegman cover of the entire miniseries. I think that's just a super badass cover. And then I only got 1 variant for Absolute Carnage #4, and it's this one. This is because it's hilarious. It's a This is a Young Guns, Mike Del Mundo, but it's a Spider-Man anti-symbiote suit. And it's got all sorts of details and little notes and stuff. I just thought it was a really comical. It almost felt like it had a Deadpool vibe, but it is Spider-Man. So pick that up. And then the only other book I picked up last week wasn't necessarily a new book, but it was a signed copy of the Midtown Comics exclusive of Harley Quinn and Poison Ivy #1, signed by Jody Hauser in gold right there, and COA on the back. So, but yeah, probably the highlight of last week as far as the actual pickups is this Kevin Eastman signed House of X #1 variant from Clover Press with that COA, and it's high ratio incentive. So, that was last week. This week, new books. Now, real quickly before I wrap up, so hope you guys enjoyed me showing all those books. I wanted to do a quick update to everybody about the Comic Books NYC Road to 500 Loose Change Challenge. And Jared's like, I saw it. Sure you did, bro. Sure. So the Loose Change Challenge, continues for the next 8 days or so. I think I'm knocking things over here. You got to guess the amount of change in the bag. The contest video I will add to the description when this live stream uploads, or you can just head over to the channel. There's a contest playlist. I will share the screen now with the contest playlist visible. So as you can see, the contest playlist has the actual contest video at the top. It has this particular live stream update also right below it. But then it also has every single person that has entered. So the Comic Assassin dropped his video entry today. Great video entry, so go check that one out. Stevie B Comics entered. JP's Budget Collecting made a video. Comic Man Andy made a video. The Immortal Biggie Shaq made 2 videos, a part 1 and a part 2. Metarog, of course, did his entry during his weekly comic contest roundup several weeks ago. D. Runk Comics made an awesome video and constantly reminds me everywhere I go about his $84.33. Kenny, Comic Head 84, made an awesome video. Great job on that one. Check his video out. Poor Mike entered. Geeks, Drinks, and Comics made a video. Matt, Mr. Comics 89, made a video. And then Javi made a video promoting the contest. Although I don't think he left a comment with the actual guess as far as a number is concerned. So I don't know, Javi, if you want to go back to the contest video and make a guess, just so you're entered to that side of it, because there's 2 ways, there's 2 ways to enter you. If you make a video or leave a comment, you get entered into a random drawing for a second place, custom AOK prize from me. three entries for a video, 1 entry for a comment. But the main prize is actually guessing the number, dollar amount in my loose change bag. And whoever gets closest to the closest to the cent, either above or below, will win a comic book of equal value that I will buy for the winner. Let me see if I can share quickly. Wait, are there pennies in there too? It's all sorts of change, bro. Pennies, silver. Comic 84 has the closest guess. Is Comic 84. Comic Andy, I think that was his number. Let's. You guys are so funny. Let's see. JP. Oh man. Pope C said that he should make a video, bro, but I don't have to make a contest video. Okay, dude, I appreciate that, man. I appreciate the love. It's featured on my channel. All you got to do is go to my channel, and there's a playlist. Like, just scroll down a little bit, and you'll find it. I don't know exactly how many coins are in there. It's all going to be counted by a machine at the end of the day after the contest ends. I don't want to know the number now because I don't want to like give away clues or hints anytime I'm on a show. There's no foreign change, no pesos, all U.S. currency in there. So, that's what I got. So you have until you have all the way until the end of November 1st to either leave a comment and guess, or make a video and you can guess on the video, or just do the video component to enter into the second bonus prize. So yeah, I don't think I'm going to do the machine counting live, Andy. I'm going to do the reveal live. I may take a video from my phone while the counting occurs, so I can have like a record of that moment, and maybe I'll show like a receipt or something like that. But I can't stream from my phone properly, unfortunately. So yeah, I don't think it's even close to 30-40% pennies. I think it's probably 30 to 40% quarters, if I'm honest, because I can see into there. There's way more quarters than any other kind of denomination in there. So. I don't think 7117 is going to cut it. Sorry, Jeff. I think it's going to be pretty high, at least if I had to guess. So real quickly, I'm going to share a different thing on the screen, which is the list. So this is the list actually of people who made the videos up here, and then also people who have commented. So we have 12 people made a video so far. And then as far as commenters / guessers of dollar amounts, we have 65 entries so far. So we have 65 people who have thrown in their guess. Comics for All People #1, Old Wolf 65, The Boy Who Had 7, Spidey Fan, Bake a Snake, The Art Chemist, JP's Budget Collecting, R. Wheatley 0206, The Immortal Biggie Shack, Need Mo Comics, Z Collects, Dante the Scrub, 64-page special, NC Slapjacks, Chris Mefford, Captain Strange Life Comics and Collectibles, Highlight Comic Bro, Gray Matter Hulk, D-Runk Comics, 8433, there it is, Joey Bag of Sevens, Joe 4771, Comics Misexplained, Fish and Freaks Comics, Mark Spector Comics, The Comics Club, SDA, Mr. Comics 89, Geeks, Drinks, and Comics, Life with 2 YouTubers, Lady Wolf, Burning Block About 99, Raw Random Wolf, Can't Get Enough, What Lurks on Channel X, Jeffrey Comic-Con Henson, Poor Mike, Steven Spock, Ruben Nieves, Count Von Strange IV, The Gray Man, Los, Mark Knapp 68, Comic Head, Lord Vasco, It's Your Boys Comics, Cameron D, Perfect Cell 86, Boatwright Family and Comics, Chris Barrett, Metarog, S Cargo T80, Collectible Paper, Comics for Blame, Mr. Garrell, Comic Man Andy, Carolina Chris 28, The 88 Jester, Chris Reader, Com Mix Chris, House Till the End, Ralph, Stevie B Comics, J Hood Creative, Shadow, Spawns, Comic Head 84, John's Comics with Kids, and then the latest and current one from today, who also dropped a video, The Comic Assassin. So there you go. That is a ton of people that have entered already. You guys have, like I said, all the way through the end of November 1st to enter by leaving a comment or making a video. Go to the contest video, check out the details. All the rules are in there. It's very easy. So who that's like, I totally forgot to do this video. I'm tripping. We'll get to it, man. You got about 8 or 9 days left, 8.5 days. Thanks, Comic Man Andy. I appreciate it. I tried to do a little innovative, outside the box thinking on this one. So, Pope C says he's going to do the vid when he gets home. Dude, I look forward to it. You do have some time, but Comic Man Andy says that's next Friday, y'all. So I don't know if that's right or not. Probably, but I don't have a calendar in front of me, so I'm going to trust Comic Man Andy. So next Friday is November 1st. So by the end of November 1st, you got to get your guests and or your videos in to make the cutoff. And then sometime the following week, I'm going to do the reveal of the winner. Yo, what's up, Dan Piercy? For the guests. And then I will also do the random drawing for the bonus prize using the entries. And once again, reminder, a video gets you 3 entries. And a comment gets you 1 entry. There are 2 distinct prizes. One is you leave a comment guessing how much change I have in this bag, and whoever gets closest to the closest cent of the final amount will win a comic book of the equivalent value. You go find the comic book and I'll buy it for you, type thing. And then the alternate prize is. The backup prize is one entry for every person who leaves a comment, 3 entries for every person who makes a video talking about their spare change, showing what they picked up with their spare change, whatever. Buying something is not required, but if you do make any kind of video, you'll get 3 entries. And if you leave any kind of comment, you'll get 1 entry. And the bonus prize is a custom AOK from me based on your top 3 favorite characters, titles, teams, whatever you want to specify as your top 3 favorites. I will then put together an AOK around what those things are and send it your way. So poor Mike's like, I'm going to win. Dan Piercy says, wow, interesting. Thank you. So that's the Loose Change Challenge. I hit 500 subscribers probably several weeks ago. I think I'm at 529 as of today. So thanks everybody for helping me, get pushed over the edge there. As far as subscriber numbers, it looks like I'm on my road to 600 now, which is pretty crazy because I never thought I would ever get anything. So I appreciate it. Hope you guys enjoyed seeing all the new books. Definitely a much bigger haul than I usually walk away with at Midtown Comics on Wednesdays. So I wanted to hop on here and show you guys. And now I gotta do a little bit of cleaning up here. Thanks for joining me, everybody. Loose Change Challenge, deadline, November 1st. Looking forward to all the last-minute entries. So thanks for watching, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Thanks, poor Mike. Good luck. Catch you guys later.